large classic Peruvian horse show. Introducing our judges for the Southern California Peruvian Horse Club show is the Honorable Chris Austin. For the Rio Grande show, that is the Honorable Elsa Abate Pula. Exhibitors, this is class number 1, novice performance 18 and over. You will just stay on the rail in the Paso Llano. Remember to make sure you have, make sure you, as you come around, come into the center of the arena to the beautiful Kaya Austin as our ring steward. She's got her arms out, so as you come around the arena, please go line up in the center of the arena. We'd like to thank Judith Bosnikoff and Irene Taylor for sponsoring this class. Our call judge for this class will be the Honorable Chris Austin. We want to exhibitors. This is a large class, so make sure that you are spaced for your maneuvers. And it looks like you guys are, so just make sure you keep space for your maneuvers. exhibitors, we'd like to see 2 circles to your left. 2 circles to your left. Stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand. And continue forward in a Paso Llano, please. And starting with entry number 321, please come down through your serpentines. 3, 2, 1, down the serpentines, please.
Spend a lot of time alone, more than I'd like to. I'm okay with staying home. My how the last few months have changed. Smiling more despite the pain. I breathe in, I breathe out. Got friends to call who let me talk about what ain't working, what's still hurting. All the things I feel like cussing out. Now and then I let it go. Ride the waves I can't control. I'm learning how to let go. I hate
And
waiting.
exhibitors, you can walk your
There's no
horses.
patience in these days. I'm not complaining. Sometimes it's hard to change the pace. Think I'm stronger than I was. I let God do what He does. I breathe in, I breathe out. Got friends to call who let me talk about
And reverse at the walk.
what ain't working, what's still hurting. All the things I feel like cussing out. Now and then I let it go. Ride the waves I can't control. I'm learning how.
And Pasoliano, please. Pasoliano.
I breathe in, I breathe out. Got friends to call who let me talk about what ain't working.
And we'd like to see 2 circles to your right.
All the things I feel like cussing out. Now and then I let it go. Ride the waves I can't control. If it's working, I don't know. I get done, the thing may not flow, but I'm learning how to let it go.
Stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand.
Unless they're sending through this.
Continue forward in a Pasoliano, please.
Nothing is going.
And again, starting with 3, 2, 1, you can enter your serpentines. And exhibitors, come on into the center of the arena and line up with your judges and your ring steward, please. We have a lot more people in the audience today. Thank you for coming in this morning. We want to welcome you to the 2026 Gold Rush Classic. We're thrilled to have you all here and delighted to have you a part of our community. You are watching the beautiful Peruvian horse. They are a gaited horse. To let you know, these horses are 100% natural. They are born this way. You will notice their gait. They have a 4-beat lateral gait. You will notice all the horses are riding with the traditional Peruvian tack, and on the horses later through the show I'll explain what all of this tack has to do with the horse. It all has a function. These horses do everything. They show, they trail ride, we do exhibitions, we do parades. There's nothing you cannot do with this horse. They are labeled as the smoothest riding horse in the world. And exhibitors, come back on into the center of the arena and line up, please. And I think a round of applause. This is our novice class, so these are kind of entry riders that are either new to the breed or new to the horse, and this is a really huge class and lovely to see for our breed, to see so many people coming and showing our beautiful horses. All right, this was class number 1, novice performance, 18 and over. Thank you to Judith Posnikoff and Irene Taylor for sponsoring this class. We are going, and exhibitors, we are just going to have you stay in line, and the beautiful Lindsay is out there with the ribbons. Raise your hand or step forward so she knows where you are when I call your number for your placings. We are going to start with the Southern California show first with the Honorable Chris Austin. And our honorable mentions in this class are 337 RSTD Successor with Birgit Heisig and owned by Ringstead Ranch. 321 AZ Montanez with Rob Harrison and owned by Diamond H Ranch. And 255 LEA Princesa del Rio with Rachel Clifford and owned by Rachel Clifford and River Grove Ranch. Your reserve in the class is number 309 SRS Emisario, ridden by Amy Remick and owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox and Justine Eslan. Your 5th place winner is 342 HSR Angelica, ridden by Kayla Hall and owned by Tamari Farms. Your 4th place winner is entry 306 HMS Cordobes, ridden by Maureen Duryea, owned by the Duryea family. Your 3rd place winner is 313 PVR Cimarron, ridden by Justine Islan and owned by Kenneth and Justine Islan. Your 2nd place winner is 312 FZPL Deseo, ridden by Hannah Gonzalez, owned by Del Dios Peruvians and Natalie Braverman. And your 1st place winner is 268 HMS Marquesa, ridden by Thea Pitchell and owned by Jan Pitchell and Wayne Gronbach. And now for the Rio Grande Show. Your honorable mentions in this class are 309 SRS Emisario with Amy Remick and owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox and Justine Islan. 321 AZ Montanez with Rob Harrison and owned by Diamond H Ranch. And 342 HSR Angelica, ridden by Kayla Hall of Tamari Farms. Your reserve in the class is entry 255 LEA Princesa del Rio, ridden by Rachel Clifford of River Grove Ranch and Rachel Clifford. Your 5th place winner is 313 PVR Cimarron, ridden by Justine Islan, owned by Kenneth and Justine Islan. Your 4th place winner is 337 RSTD Successor, ridden by Birgit Heisig and owned by Rick Cones. Your 3rd place winner is 312 FZPL Deseo, ridden by Hannah Gonzalez of Del Dios Peruvians and Natalie Braverman. Your 2nd place winner is 306 HMS Cordobes, ridden by Maureen Duryea and owned by the Duryea family. And your double 1st place blue ribbon winner is 268 HMS Marquesa, ridden by Thea Pitchell and owned by the Pitchells and the Gronbachs. Congratulations to all of these riders. That was a very large class. And everybody did fantastic. And let's congratulate again our double 1st place blue ribbon winner, HMS Marquesa, ridden by Thea Pitchell. And entering the arena right now is class number 2. I lost my Chris, can you hear me out there? Class number 2, geldings 3 to 4 in Basal. Thank you to Dorothy Kraus and Pamela Spalstad for sponsoring this class. Your call judge for this class is for the Rio Grande Show, and that is the Honorable Elsa Abad de Puga. And everybody, okay, my mic. Check. Okay. And in this class, you will notice this exhibitor is wearing a special headset, and this is called a Bazal. This horse is a young horse. We start our horses in timing by age. The age group in this class is 3 to 4. So we start in our halter classes, then we move up to a Bazal. This horse does not have a bit in its mouth yet because it is still too young. And then the bit will be introduced with the Bazal, and then a finished horse you will see completely in the bit. This is a young horse in Bazal. And exhibitor, walk your horse, please. Walk. And reverse at the walk. And continue forward in a Paso Llano, please. And exhibitor, you can come into the center of the arena and line up, please. So this was class number 2, Geldings 3 to 4 in Basal. Thank you again to Dorothy Krause and Pamela Falstad for sponsoring this class. Both of our judges have agreed on the placings, so your double first place blue ribbon winner is 344 TMF Sultan, ridden by Pam Castaneda and owned by Tamari Farms of Holland, Texas. Congratulations. And yes, everybody can clap. Entering the arena now is class number 3, amateur owner to ride performance, age 4 to 6. Thank you to Catherine Thien and Braden and Maureen Dree for sponsoring this class. Your call judge for this class is the Honorable Chris Austin for the Southern California show. Exhibitors, you will just stay on the rail in Apostle Llano. Just stay on the rail in Apostle Llano. We'd like to see 2 circles to your left, please. Stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand. And continue forward in Apostle Llano. And starting with entry 310, please come through your serpentines. And exhibitors, walk your horses, please. Walk. And reverse at the walk. Paso Llano, please. Two circles to your right, please. Two circles to your right. And stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand. And continue forward in a Paso Llano, please. And as you come around, starting with entry number 322, we'll have you enter the Serpentine. And exhibitors, you can go into the center of the arena in a lineup, please. This was class number 3, amateur owner to ride, performance 4 to 6. So this class means that the owner of this horse has to ride her class in an amateur class. Thank you again to Catherine Thin and Braden and Maureen Duree for sponsoring this class. We are going to start with the call judge placings first, and that was with the Honorable Chris Austin for the Southern California show. Your second place winner is 322 MLM Anatara, ridden by Devin Harrison and owned by Diamond H Ranch. Your first place winner is 310 PBR Zeus, ridden by Nancy Cox and owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox. And for the Rio Grande show, your second place winner is 310 PBR Zeus, with Nancy Cox and owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox. And your first place winner is 322 MLM Anatara, ridden by Devin Harrison of Diamond H Ranch. Congratulations, both on a first and second place win. This is class number 4, Phillies 3 to 4 in Basal. Thank you to Sue Gross for sponsoring this class. Exhibitors, as you come around the arena, then you will line up in the center of the arena with your judges and your beautiful ring stewards. Your call judge for this class is the Honorable Elsa Abad de Puga for the Rio Grande show. And to the audience, you will also notice this is another Basal class, and this is for fillies. And you'll notice the nose band, it's a little thicker, gives them a lot more control, but it is just attached. It's a nose band that is attached around their nose to give them control, but they are not wearing a bit. They are still in the process of training. And please, the judges would like to see a very nice, slow, flat walk, please. And Paso Llano, please. Paso Llano. And remember, as the judges were talking about last night, they want to see a nice, slow Paso Llano, please. This is not a race. And make sure you're doing a slow Paso Llano. And exhibitors, walk your horses, please. Walk. And reverse at the walk. And continue forward in a nice slow Paso Llano, please. And exhibitors, keep an eye on your call judge. She's out there with your ring steward, so keep an eye on your call judge. And the exhibitors, come on into the center of the arena in this lineup, please. This was class number 4, Phillies 3 to 4 in Basal. Thank you again to Sue Gross for sponsoring this class. And we are going to start with the Rio Grande show first. And your 4th place winner is a 249 JYW Margarita, ridden by Yannick Argentar and owned by Yannick Argentar. Your 3rd place winner is 332 HYC Iberia, ridden by Pam Castaneda and owned by the Castaneda and Hurwitz. Your 2nd place winner is 264 JMRV Nala, ridden by Jose Rivas of Brown Horse Ventures. And your 1st place winner is 267 WCP Lahada, ridden by Williams Castaneda and owned by Nicole Pitchell. Now for the Southern California show. Your 4th place winner is 249 JYW Margarita, ridden by Yannick Argentar and owned by Yannick Argentar. Your third place winner is 264 JMRV Nala, ridden by Jose Rivas of Brown Horse Ventures. Your second place winner is 332 HYC Iberia, ridden by Pam Castaneda and owned by the Castanedas and Hurwitz. And your double first place blue ribbon winner is 267 WCP La Hada, ridden by Williams Castaneda and owned by Nicole Pitchell. We'd also like to let everybody know the amazing Caitlin Demura. She is out there with the camera. She is our official photographer for the show. You can find her at CaitlynDemuraPhotography.com. She's not paid to be here at this show, so please support her photos by purchasing her photos. And exhibitors, as you come around, you're going to line up in the center of the arena with our beautiful ring steward and your judges. So this is class number 5, amateur owner to ride, performance 7 and over. Thank you to Sue Gross and Pamela Spalstad for sponsoring this class. Your call judge for this class is the Honorable Chris Austin for the Southern California Peruvian Show. We'd like to see 2 circles to your left, please. Stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand. And continue forward in a paso llano, please. Starting with entry number 318, we will have you start your serpentines, please. And exhibitors, walk your horses, please. Walk. And reverse at the walk. Paso Llano, please. Paso Llano. We'd like to see 2 circles to your right, please. Stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand. And continue forward in a Paso Llano. And as you come around, starting with entry number 318, you can enter your serpentines, please. And exhibitors, you can go into the center of the arena and line up with your judge and ring steward, please. This was class number 5, amateur owner to ride, performance 7 and over. Thank you again to Sue Gross and Pamela Svalstad for sponsoring this class. We are going to start with the Southern California shows placings first. And your reserve in the class is entry 334 RSTD Pilar, ridden by Rick Cones of Ringstead Ranch. Your 5th place winner is 255 LEA Princesa del Rio, ridden by Rachel Clifford and owned by Rachel Clifford and River Grove Ranch. And exhibitors, if you could just, raise your hand or let the Lindsay know when I call your number. Your 4th place winner is 307 MLM Amaretta, ridden by Susie McMahon and owned by Susie and Patrick McMahon. Your 3rd place winner is 346 WF Espertaco, ridden by Molly Otis and owned by Brett and Molly Otis. Your 2nd place winner is 318 RCH Purisima, ridden by Paige Eddy and owned by April and Paige Eddy. Your 1st place winner is 308 RSTD Esteban, ridden by Glenn Cox and owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox. And now for the Rio Grande Show, your reserve in this class is 255 LEA Princesa del Rio, ridden by Rachel Clifford and owned by Rachel Clifford and River Grove Ranch. Your 5th place winner is 308 RSTD Esteban, ridden by Glenn Cox and owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox. Your 4th place winner is 307 MLM Amaretta, ridden by Susie McMahon and owned by Susie and Patrick McMahon. Your 3rd place winner is 346 WF Espertaco, ridden by Molly Otis and owned by Brett and Molly Otis. Your 2nd place winner is 318 RCH Purisima, ridden by Paige Eddy and owned by April and Paige Eddy. Your 1st place winner is 334 RSTD Pilar, ridden by Rick Cones of Ringstead Ranch. Give them a big round of applause. What a beautiful and large class of amateur owner to ride, performance 7 and over. This is the class where the owners of the horses have to ride their own horse. Class number 6 is entering the arena, and that's Colts 3 to 4 in Basal. Thank you to Sue Gross and Kenneth and Justine Islan for sponsoring this class. Exhibitor, as you come around, we'll have you come on into the center of the arena and line up with your judges. Your call judge for this class is the Honorable Elsa Abad de Puga for the Rio Grande Show. This is a good time to thank our sponsors of this show. Our sponsors are a huge part of us being able to keep these shows alive. Classes are always available to sponsor if you would like to sponsor. We would like to thank our 2026 legacy donors. This is a group of people years ago, two ladies from clubs, Barbara Wyndham and Eleanor Palmisano, 25 years ago, started this show here in Las Vegas. This legacy donorship is in honor of Barbara Wyndham, and she was such a huge integral, as I said, start of this show. And so a lot of exhibitors and ranches decided to keep this show alive. They would all come in together and donate a certain amount of money to keep this show going because obviously this place is not a cheap place. So let's thank Piloto Shadow Ranch, Maryland Dowd, Ringstead Ranch Limited, Hacienda Sosagado, El Rancho La Delacion, Glenn and Nancy Cox, Roberto Quijandria Training, MY Peruvians, Raul and Lauren Riso, Diamond H Ranch, Tamari Farms, River Grove Ranch, Tierra Alta, Bonnie Gallegos Training Center and Susan Tobiasen, Paradise Ranch, and Rancho Chihuchu. We thank you for always digging deep into those pockets to make the big donations to keep this show alive in the memory of Barbara Wyndham from La Estancia Alegre out of New Mexico. And walk your horse, please. Walk. And reverse at the walk, please. Paso Llano, please. And you can come into the center of the arena and line up, please. All right, this was class number 6, Colts 3 to 4 in Basal. Thank you again to Sue Gross and Kenneth and Justine Eastland for sponsoring this class. And both our judges have agreed. So your double first place blue ribbon winner is 333 RPE Eros, ridden by Pam Castaneda and owned by the Castanedas and Hurwitz of Texas. Congratulations. This is class number 7 entering class number 7 amateur performance 4 and over. Open tack and attire. We are running class number 7 and 8 together because this is a level 1 and level 2 class. So for people wondering what level 1 and level 2 is, our level 1 has not reached a certain amount of champion of champion awards. So they are in the level 1 division, and then the level 2 has surpassed a certain amount of champion of champion wins. So then they are moved up into a higher level. So they are coming in and showing together, but they're going to be judged separately. Exhibitors, you will just stay on the rail in a Paso Llano. You'll stay on the rail in a Paso Llano. Also, to let you know, you're going to notice some people are in a side saddle. This is an open tack and attire. So the exhibitors can ride in different attire. This is to show the versatility of our Peruvian horse. You can ride in traditional Peruvian. You can ride in a side saddle. You can ride in English attire. This horse is not limited to only riding in the traditional Peruvian attire. So this is a class to show you that this horse can be ridden in pretty much anything you want, Western saddles, all kinds of things, as long as you're not restricting the shoulder, because you will notice the two front legs, the way they have that kind of swimmer's arm is called termino, and that termino comes from the shoulder of the horse. So enjoy this class. Thank you to Catherine Thien and Pat Hines for sponsoring this class. And your call judge for this class is the Honorable Chris Austin for the Southern California show. All right, so change in status. This is just class number 7, and we will run class number 8 separately. Exhibitors, we'd like to see 2 circles to your left, please. 2 circles to your left. And stop and after you make that circle, stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand. Continue forward in a paso llano, please. And as you come around, starting with entry number 263, we will have you start your serpentines. 263, start your serpentines. And exhibitors, walk your horses, please. Walk. And reverse at the walk. Paso Llano, please. We'd like to see 2 circles to your right, please. And stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand. And continue forwards. And starting with entry 302, we'll have you start your serpentines. Continue forward in a Paso Llano. Entry number 302, start your serpentines. We'd like to see a figure 8 on the rail, please. A figure 8. And exhibitors, you can go into the center of the arena and line up, please. This was class number 7, amateur performance for and over, open tack and attire level 1. Thank you to Catherine Thien and Pat Hines for sponsoring this class. We are going to start in our placings with the Honorable Chris Austin, as he was your call judge for the Southern California show. Your fifth place winner is entry number 323, HMS Toledo, ridden by Devin Harrison and owned by Diamond H Ranch. Your fourth place winner is 302, JGG Legendario, ridden by Ava Mann and owned by Rebecca Milligan. Your third place winner is 308, RSTD Esteban, ridden by Glenn Cox and owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox. Your second place winner is 263, LB Sofisticada, with Carrie McGinley from Brown Horse Ventures. And your first place winner is 256, Eliezus, with Elizabeth Tierney of River Grove Ranch. And now for the Rio Grande Show. Your fifth place winner is 256, Eliezus, with Elizabeth Tierney of River Grove Ranch. Your fourth place winner is 263, LB Sofisticada, with Gary McGinley of Brown Horse Ventures. Your third place winner is 323, HMS Toledo, ridden by Devin Harrison of Diamond H Ranch. Your second place winner is 308, RSTD Esteban, ridden by Glenn Cox, owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox. And your first place winner is 302, JGG Legendario, with Ava Mann and owned by Rebecca Milligan. Congratulations. This is class number 8, amateur performance 4 and over, open tack and attire level 2. Thank you to Judith Posnikoff and Fixler Farms for sponsoring this class. And again, your call judge for this class is Chris Austin for the Southern California show. Exhibitor, you will just stay on the rail in a Paso Llano. We'd like to see 2 circles to your left, please. Stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand. And continue forward in a Paso Llano, please. And as you come around the arena, we will have you enter your serpentines, please. As you come around, we'll have you enter your serpentine. All right, an exhibitor, you can go into the center of the arena and line up, please. You know what? Go back. We forgot to walk you. So please, when you get on the rail, go into a walk. All right, now you can come into the center of the arena. Thank you. This was class number 8, amateur performance for and over open tack and attire level 2. Thank you again to Judith Posnikoff and Fixler Farms for sponsoring this class. We'd like to introduce our double first place blue ribbon winner, 347 MLM Graciosa, ridden by Julia Mann and owned by Jorge and Lauren Valenzuela. Give her a round of applause. It's always sometimes a little nerve-wracking to be the only rider out in a big arena like this, but what a beautiful job. Well done. Congratulations. Class number 9, luxury geldings 4 to 6 in bits, is entering the arena. Thank you to Dorothy Kraus and Pamela Svalstad for sponsoring this class. Exhibitors, as you come in the arena, then you will come around and line up with your judges. And your call judge for this class is for the Rio Grande Show, and that is the Honorable Elsa Abad de Puga. And Paso Llano, please. Paso Llano. A nice, slow Paso Llano. Exhibitors, walk your horses, please. Walk. Reverse at the walk. Paso Llano, please. A nice slow Paso Llano. And exhibitors, keep your eye on the call judge, please. Keep your eye on the call judge. So exhibitors, keep an eye on them, and when she does the movement with her arm, she's wanting you to extend the gait. So she's doing individual extensions, and that is why you need to keep an eye on the judge. All right, you can slow down into a Paso Llano now. And now come into the center of the arena and line up. And come back into the center and line up in this lineup, please. This was class number 9, Luxury Geldings, 4 to 6 in bit. Thank you again to Dorothy Kraus and Pamela Spalstad for sponsoring this class. Both of our judges have agreed in the placings, so I will call your number one time. Your double third place winner is 310 PVR Zeus, ridden by Bonnie Gallegos and owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox. Your double second place winner is 348 Ronanejo, ridden by Jorge Valenzuela and owned by Merlene Sutalo. And your double first place winner is 324 FER Pinerol, ridden by Ruben Sanchez and owned by Diamond H Ranch and Fernando Rizo Montes. Congratulations. Class number 10, luxury gelding 7 and over in bit. Thank you to Catherine Thin and Justine and Pat Hines for sponsoring this class. Exhibitors, as you come around the arena and you hit this part, yes, please go into the center of the arena and line up with the ring stewards. Your call judge for this class is the Honorable Chris Austin for the Southern California show. And exhibitors, you can go to the rail in a Paso Llano, please. They'd like to see a nice slow Paso Llano. Exhibitors, walk your horses, please. Walk. Reverse at the walk, please. Reverse at the walk. And exhibitors, spectators, if you are sitting down closer, please make sure that you are quiet when the horses are coming by, because the horses can be spooked very easily just by the lift of one of those squeaky chairs. So just please make sure and be mindful of the horses as they're coming by, that you keep your hands inside the rail and keep quiet as a horse goes by so it does not spook. Paso Llano, please. Exhibitors, please extend your gate. Extend the gate. Paso Llano, please. Exhibitors, keep an eye on your call judge. Keep an eye on your call judge. So what you're watching here is sometimes the judges are having trying to figure out the placings of the horses. So they're going to do an individual runoff on the horse. What they are looking for is the thread of the gait. The gait is called Pisos. This horse was bred for their gait, 100% natural. They are born this way. So they're going to ask the horse to walk, go into a paso llano, which is a little faster speed, and then they're going to extend the gait, what is called a sobreandando, and they're going to watch the thread of how the horse will go from a walk into the paso llano, into the sobreandando, and then come back down. That is what the judge is looking to see, the smoothness of the thread of the changes. This is a gaited horse, so especially in breeding classes, you're going to see them extending the gait. They're also going to see, the strength of the horse. They're looking at this horse as a complete, even though luxury geldings cannot breed, they are still in the breeding categories. But the judges are looking for confirmation, their gait, the oneness with their rider, but it is all about how the horse is perfectly proportioned and their beautiful gait. Class number 10, Luxury Gelding 7 and over in bit. Thank you again to Catherine Thin and Justin and Pat Hines for sponsoring this class. We are going to start with the call judge first for the Southern California show in your placings. So your reserve in this class is entry number 257, MSCRL Bolero, ridden by Nicole Brass and owned by Elizabeth Tierney. Your fifth place winner is 305. DJG Encanto, written by Braden Dury and owned by the Dury family. Your fourth place winner is 336 RSTD Carnival, written by Rick Cones and owned by Ringstead Ranch. Your third place winner is 302 JGG Lendario, ridden by Jorge Valenzuela and owned by Rebecca Milligan. Your second place winner is 327 RSTD Ariosto, ridden by Enrique Sabaste and owned by Danelle Adams. And your first place winner is 337 RSTD Sucesor, ridden by Kelly Powers and owned by Ringstead Ranch, Kelly Powers, and Diana Wisenant. And now for the Rio Grande Show, your reserve in this class is 257 CRL Bolero, ridden by Nicole Brass and owned by Elizabeth Tierney. Your fifth place winner is 336 RSTD Carnival, ridden by Rick Cones and owned by Ringstead Ranch. And applause is welcome. You can all applause out there. Fourth place winner is 305 DJG Encanto, ridden by Braden Dury of the Dury family. Your third place winner is 302 JGG Landario, ridden by Jorge Valenzuela and owned by Rebecca Milligan. Your second place winner, 327 RSTD Ariosto, ridden by Enrique Sabaste and owned by Danelle Adams. Your double first place blue ribbon winner, 337 RSTD Sucesor, ridden by Kelly Powers and owned by Ringstead Ranch, Kelly Powers, and Diana Wisenant. Okay, so we have a short tack change and we will be back in just a minute. All right, we are back now. Thank you for being patient. We are going to start with class number 11, Gentlemen to Ride Performance 4 and Over. And the 4 and over is not the age of the gentleman, it is the age of the horses. Thank you to Catherine Thin and Justine and Pat Hines for sponsoring this class. Your call judge for this class is the Honorable Elsa Abad de Puga for the Rio Grande Show. Exhibitors, you will just stay on the rail in a Paso Llano. You will stay on the rail in a Paso Llano. We'd like to see 2 circles to your left. Stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand. And continue forward in a Paso Llano, please. As you come around, starting with entry number 268, you can come through your serpentines, please. Exhibitors, walk your horses, please. Walk. Reverse at the walk. Paso Llano, please. Paso Llano. We'd like to see 2 circles to your right. Stop and stand. Back 5 steps and stand. And continue forward in a Paso Llano. And starting with entry number 265. As you come around, we will have you enter your serpentines. 265. And just stay on the rail in a Paso Llano, please. And exhibitors, we're going to have you reverse and gate, please. Reverse and gate. Exhibitors, go line up in the center of the arena, please. And all of you go into the center of the arena and line up, please. Class number 11, gentlemen to ride, performance 4 and over. Let's give them a big round of applause. We love to see this class participated in. Thank you to Catherine Thin and Justine and Pat Hines for sponsoring this class. We are going to start with the call judge show first, and that is the Rio Grande show. Your third place winner is 268 HMS Marquesa, written by Enrique Sabaste and owned by Jan and Thea Pitchell. Your second place winner is a 254 KRA Patron, written by Nicholas Brofugita from River Grove Ranch. And your first place winner is 308 RSTD Esteban, written by Glenn Cox and owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox. And now for the Southern California show. Your third place winner is 308 RSTD Esteban, written by Glenn Cox and owned by Nancy and Glenn Cox. Your second place winner is 254 KRA Patron, written by Nicholas Brofugita and owned by River Grove Ranch. And your first place winner is 268 HMS Marquesa, written by Enrique Sabaste and owned by Jan and Thea Pitchell. Congratulations. This is our last class of the morning. This is class number 12, Junior Equitation, and this is aged 6 to 18. Juniors, as you come in, we want you in a Paso Llano, and then come around and line up with your judges and the ring steward, please. We would like to thank Sue Gross and Eleanor Palmisano in memory of Heidi Ann McGill for sponsoring this class. Yeah, you can just come on into the center of the arena and line up with your judges. Also, we'd like to let everybody know that after this class, we will be going to lunch and then we will return back at 1 o'clock. The snack bar up here is open. It says refreshment zone. That is open for anybody who wants to eat or if you're going into the casino to eat. But we will return back at 1 o'clock for the afternoon for classes. This is an equitation class. This is judged 100% on the rider's equitation. Of course, the horse has to gate because we are a gated breed, but this class, the riders are being judged 100% on how they sit the horse, their equitation, and the oneness they feel with their horse. Just stay on the rail in a Paso Llano, please. Stay on the rail in a Paso Llano. Exhibitors, we'd like to see one circle to your left. Stop and stand. And exhibitors, walk your horses, please. Walk. And reverse at the walk. Paso Llano, please. Paso Llano. We'd like to see one circle to your right, please. And exhibitors, come on into the center of the arena and line up with your judges and your ring steward, please. This was class number 12, junior equitation 6 to 18. Thank you again to Sue Gross, Eleanor Palmisano, in memory of Heidi and McGill for sponsoring this class. Both of our judges have agreed in the placings, so I will call your number one time. And let's give these juniors a big round of applause, please, because they did a beautiful job. Your double second place winner is 331 JMRV Bengala, ridden by Charlie Riley and owned by Donnie Hurwitz. And your double first place winner is 347 MLM Graciosa, ridden by Nora Valenzuela and owned by Jorge and Lauren Valenzuela. Congratulations, juniors, on a beautiful job. Well done. All right, so everybody go enjoy your lunch, and we will see you back here at 1 o'clock.
Riding through the valleys where the rivers flow high, on Peruvian horses with friends by our side. Oh, and ride where the wild winds blow, in the heart of the mountains where the sunsets glow. Oh, and ride into the setting sun, in the mountains of Idaho our adventures have begun.